Phuket Variety on Radio Thailand Phuket 96.75 MHz. Golden Oldies, news about Phuket and national and international interesting items. Sweet dreams are here again, and sweet dreams are made of this 1983. The title track became a worldwide hit, reaching number 2 in the United Kingdom singles chart and number 1 in Canada and the United States Billboard Hot 100. Eurythmics went on to release a string of hit singles and albums, including Love is a Stranger, There Must Be an Angel, Playing With My Heart, and Here Comes the Rain Again, which we heard today, before splitting in 1990. Stewart became a sought-after record producer while Lennox began a solo recording career in 1992 with her debut album Diva. Almost a decade apart, Eurythmics reunited to record their 9th album, Peace, released in 1999. Again a renation in 2005 to release the single I've Got a Life as a part of a new compilation album, Ultimate Collection. In their short life together, Eurythmics sold an estimated 75 million records worldwide. Their awards include the MTV Video Music Award for the Best New Artist in 1984, the Grammy Award for the Best Rock Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal in 1987, the Brit Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Music in 1999. They were inducted to the United Kingdom Music Hall of Fame in 2005, the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2020, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. So let's go and have some music. We go again with a United Kingdom group, the Pokes Mahoney, and they brings us the Fairy Tale of New York. They are an Irish Celtic punk group founded in London 1982, and they are followed by the song Winchester Cathedral, a song presented by the new vaudeville band who had a huge success in the time of producing. Music, maestro, please. And we continue your walk about Phuket. You know, our province of Phuket is the largest island in Thailand and is filled with diverse culture, food, people, and amazing places. It's easy reachable, as well by air, by car, by bus. Thailand has very good organized bus traffic system, or by water, all by all. We are an island. As Phuket is an island, we do have very nice beaches, but we have so much more, not only the beaches. Not only natural attractions such as waterfall, mountains, natural parks, in which you can feel that you are in the middle of the jungle. We do have also a wonderful old town with a Sino-Portuguese architecture. Only these are worth a discovery. Lots of shopping, splendid nightlife with live music, great food, and really nice people. Phuket is a destination worth to be visited all year long and is waiting for your next visit, because Phuket has something magic. It makes you come back, as I experienced. Not only a destination for backpackers, like the first tourist who discovered in the 60s the Patong Caves and make it a destination for young and less young, teenagers, kids, family, even for an honeymoon or even the wedding. Let's come back to the topic of this day, attracting places. There are some places where the nature attracts us. Chill places, cool places, or even mutelo places. Mutelo, what's that? It's a Thai word. Mutelo is a word that has different meanings depending on the context. In Thailand, mutelo is used to refer to people who traveled to revered places to worship sacred items. Items such as amulets or talismans. In Thai, mutelo is a slang word that can mean occult knowledge, black heart, supernatural power, or occult. Mutelo is also a boy or a girl name that means friendly, dedicated, and elegant. You know, superstition is still very alive in this country, and lots of places are visited by the locals, so why not join them? And what's the list of things that we like to think and to show you? What praton? Lamp Protemp, Phuket Hotel, the Phuket Aquarium, the Tonsai Waterfall, the Pa Hin Dam, the Black Rock, Macau Beach, Qatar Beach, Nui Beach, Phuket Fantasy. We do have lots more up to you to discover. Don't miss the windmill viewpoint. Watch the sunset here and enjoy the view all around. At this viewpoint, you will also find the alternative energy station of Rawai subdistrict, where wind LNG is transformed to electricity. The view of this place allows you to see the Lam Promtape or Promtape Cape, the most southern point of the island. On your left, you can discover Yanu Beach, another of our beautiful beaches. More to do there is, when the weather allows it, is also a place for paragliding. The wind here is captured very well, and you are on top of a hill, so the sea beneath you. Don't hesitate and make your jump if you are trained to do so. Parking is available, not only at the viewpoint, but also down at the rocks. And let's continue with some music. Both groups come from the UK. A band, rock and pop band from 1962, one of the leading bands in the 60s, the Oldies, brings us the song "He Ain't Heavy, He Is My Brother," followed by the rock duo Graham Bonnet and Trevor Gordon with one of their topples, the Marbles, with "The Walls Fell Down," a song of 1970. Long time we didn't heard of Mr. Pitta, the former Prime Minister candidate of the Move Forward Party. Well, Mr. Ken Moriyasu from Nikkei Asia, diplomatic correspondent, tracked him down in the United States. And he had an interview with Nikkei Asia during his United States trip. And we quote, "I'm here to put Thailand back on the United States and the international radar," Pitta said. Although it's one of American 5 treaty allies in the East Asia-Pacific region, Thailand comes up less in strategic discussions than Japan, South Korea, Australia, and the Philippines. In his first trip to the States, since failing to become Prime Minister despite his party are winning the most seats in the May general election, Pitta made the rounds. He visited the State Department officials, senators, foreign diplomats, such as Australia's former Prime Minister and current ambassador in Washington, Kevin Rudd, as well as former New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, now Harvard Kennedy School Fellow. Thailand has the potential to be a key middle power, Pitta said, but this requires certain conditions. including keeping ASEAN united and having balanced principled approach to navigate the United States and China rivalry. Relations with the United States soared after the 2014 military coup that put General Pruhat, commander of the Royal Thai Navy, into power. Isolated from the West, the military government tilted toward China. Because of the over-reliance to a particular side during the military junta time, various countries that were strong islands of Thailand turned away, Peter said. But now that area is over. Sticking to the rules-based international order is a way of going and moving forward, he said. I quote, "We will do that at a la carte and not at a buffet," meaning that relationship will be on a more select basis, rather than sticking to sides if our friends are doing something that against the rule-based diplomacy and say might is right instead of right makes might, then we will call it off. Pitta said voters in Thailand are not typically focused on foreign affairs, but he pointed out how people in Thailand are increasingly affected by the outside world, as seen in rising fertilizer prices, animal feed cost, vaccine availability, and the many Thai workers caught up in the Israel-Hamas war. It's important at this time of the world to be outward-looking, because you cannot fix all your problems by yourself. And people are really suffering a lot from things that are coming from abroad. He lamented the lack of unity in ASEAN, saying, "We have a sizable bloc that can engage various countries. We have a sizable economy of $3.8 trillion and a sizable population of 670 million. ASEAN was designed to be a middle power that navigates the complex polarized world. But owing to the fragmentation, with some members turning toward the West while others move closer to China, foreign leaders visit individual countries in the Southwest Asia rather than face ASEAN as a whole." Former United States President Donald Trump and the current President Joe Biden skipped some of the Asian summits, sending their fill-ins. Biden did go to Vietnam, often dubbed the swing state to the Indo-Pacific for its relative good relations with China, Russia, and the United States. Pitta noted that Biden's signature trade policy for the region, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, could be a tool for Thailand to engage closer to the States. "We are trying to understand the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, what the home of the United States is. The pillars for the EPF's if, such as infrastructure and fighting corruption, are top priorities for Thailand as well. But the country wants to know what comes after negotiations. Is it going to be just a guideline, a framework, or is it going to be a kind of economic collaborations or assistance that really now allow to materialize?" Noting skepticism back home from the international PAF, with criticism that it has little material substance, he quoted, "I want to make sure that it's not a case. I want to make sure that it's really hand-to-hand cooperation between America and Thailand." Asians' instability or inability to stabilize the political crisis in Myanmar is often seen as a proof that the association is dysfunctional. Since agreeing to the 5-point consensus on the crisis in April 2021, including a call for the immediate cessation of violence and a constructive dialogue among all parties concerned, there has been very little progress as to speak of. Pitta proposed changing the 5-point consensus to a 5-year roadmap that gives a new Thailand for the people of Myanmar to arrive to a solution. The 5-point plan is just what about not when. It's just what, but not about when, why or how, he said. By laying out a roadmap, the path to a solution will continue, regardless of the leadership rotation in the Asian. It's important that a bipartisan roadmap includes the people of Myanmar at the very heart of it, rather than us telling the people of Myanmar what to do. Talking about his political future, Peter said, I do have time. I can wait. I'm 43 years, and even if I wait 4 years more, I will be 47. He said that in the progress of trying to form a coalition, he contemplated many options, but ultimately decided that shaking hands with the military government would go against what he had promised to his supporters. There were times in the evening that I had to decide whether I would do a flip-flop politics, do a backspin, try to explain to the people what the situation is and tell them the reason why I cannot be held accountable for what I have said during the election campaign. Or should I keep my promise? And I decided to keep my promise. When I lead, I want to lead with legitimacy, Peter said. I want to lead with the right reason, and when I do lead, I want to change. The easiest way for me to change is that I have everybody on my side. I have alignment with my people. Peter acknowledged a need of rethink his strategy. Some areas have been heavy and fast, while some have to be too slow and light. And to make sure that people is as part of change don't get left behind. That's inclusive growth. It's not just winning the elections, it's also dominating the ideas. According to an interview with Ken Moriasau from Nickel Asia. And we go to some music with UK and US States performers. We start with a United Kingdom rock band, The Kings, with A Sunny Afternoon, followed with a United States folk rock group, The Loving Spoonbills, with Day. The night ring tradition is reinstated by the Thai police to older special and bravery officers. The Tiger with Mitch Connors let us know that the tradition of awarding the Knight's Ring to commemorate officers has been reinstated by the new Chief of the National Police, Police General Torsak Sukphimol. The ceremony that took place at the Royal Police Academy in Sampran in Nakhon Pathom saw Police Captain Tanamorn Nuat of the Pathum 1 station being honoured with the first Knight's Ring under Police General Torsak's leadership. Police Captain Tanamorn received the accolade for his display of bravery and leadership during the shooting incident at the Siam Paragon shopping mall. The reinstatement of the Knight's Ring tradition aims to uplift the spirits of the dedicated officers and recognize their commitment to their duties. This tradition is intended to honor police for their outstanding performance and contribution to the Royal Thai Police Society and the country. The tradition of the Knight's Ring was initially introduced by Police General Pao Sri Yanon, who served as Director General of the Police Department from 1951 to 1957. The Knight's Ring, made of gold and adorned with a police cap emblem, was a symbol of recognition for law enforcers who demonstrate courage in suppressing crime and contribute significantly to the process of the force. Police General Pao, who began his career as army